Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Motorsport Manager with the Phoenix Knights Racing Team. In the last session we were in Dubai, where things didn't go so smoothly. We got off to a flying start with Sundin qualifying on pole, making use of her super overtake mode. But in the race, a strategic faux pas from Potter put her down to third position. 2 stops when it should have been 1. You live and learn. Valdez finishing out of the points in what was a highly disappointing race. Let's hope that he can bounce back today. Let's hope they can both bounce back today and get some serious points for the team. In Brazil, where it's sunny across the board, 13-lap race. It's definitely going to be a one-stopper. There's no muck-ups today. I'm telling you now. Okay, as you can see, we are right before the Grand Prix, because I'm having to rush to football very shortly, so I didn't want to start the session and go through all the normal preamble. I want to get through that as quick as possible. So I'm starting before the race weekend, and I'll just quickly highlight what I did between the last race and this one. We have a new part fitted to the cars. We got a new front wing, which has been given to Valdez, and we are currently 1 day away from finishing a new suspension, a great suspension, which will be given to Sundin when it's ready. Other than that, what we have done in terms of our improvements is we have improved the reliability of all our parts now to above 70% as a minimum. I'm quite happy with that for now, and instead I am switching focus on the performance side of things, because a lot of our parts have gaps between the current level and their maximum performance level, and some of them are quite big. Almost 40 points is the gap there between the front wing's current performance and its max performance. So there's plenty of performance potential, and same there in some of these parts. So let's maximise our performance. That in itself is almost like putting new parts on the car when the gap is so big. So we're now focusing for the second half of the season on improving the current parts that we've got, while still developing new parts, of course. So that's going to be the theme from now on. But the car has been improved, ready for this race, but we're still 7th place overall. By the end of the season, hoping to be at least in the top 5. That would be a good springboard for us. Right then, so that is the car work finished. The money's looking not too bad. We do have potential for some new sponsors, but unfortunately, for some bizarre reason, we only managed to get 2 offers, and both of them are pretty crap. So we're not going to accept them. We're going to wait for them to expire in the hope of getting a better sponsor, and instead we're going to use our 3rd place or above sponsor for the races to see if we can maybe even get £1.3 million on top of our other sponsor bonuses. So we'll see how that fares. Okay, so before diving into the race, one very quick look at Meet the Team MRT. The yellow and black car that we've seen a lot of, because one M Fox is not a bad driver. Molly Fox, look at those stats. She is not too shabby. We've seen it on the track. She's a good hard racer. Second driver Leclerc, we haven't seen so much of him. He can't be as good. Stats don't look marvellous. Very large ranges. Braking is poor. And Braunlick is the reserve. Not a bad reserve, to be fair. Karina Ryder is an above average lead designer. And yeah, Dubois and Lunar. A French team, perhaps? Spanish. Oh, lots of French going on here. Okay. Chassis is, I'd say, below average. But all in all, their car is the 4th best. Their drivers are the 5th best. Their headquarters are 5th. Their staff are 2nd. And their sponsors are 6th. Wow, that's quite eye-opening, because these guys are 2nd in their staff, but yet the graph is all the way down here. And we're the only team above them, and that's the best in the championship. So we've got a massive difference in staff levels to the next best team. So our staff must be way above any other staff in this series. which is nice to know. Very nice to know. Anyway, so that is meet the team. Now it's time to dive into the race. It's going to be a one-stopper. It's going to be sunny. We need to press on. The suspension is finished now. Wow, I thought it was going to finish after the race. It's actually finished before the race. Right, we have another new part. Reliability at 45%. It's not worth risking it. We will certainly use it in the next race, though, and we will give it to Sundin. But that allows us to create a new part, should we wish to do so, and we do, because we don't want to waste any time. Time is of the essence here. Right, front wing. What HQ buildings do we have? Right, we can build great brakes, great gearbox, great rear wing, and great suspension. So, do we have great parts for all of those? Front wing, so we've got great gearbox, we've got great rear wing, we've got great suspension, and we do have great brakes at 488,510. Okay, so we've almost kind of maxed out our performance now, really. Our brakes are poor though, so can we improve those? I don't believe we can. Let's just double check if we can improve our brakes. Let's have a wee looky here. Brakes, right, 488,510. What's the best we can do with legal brakes? Yeah. If we want better, we're going to have to go risky. Which is good for next season to carry the part forward, but it's not really that good for now. And we do need some cash buffer for next season, potentially. So I don't think we're going to design another set of brakes. The gearbox... I didn't expect to have to do this session. This is slowing me down. It's the best gearbox we've got. I really think we've got the best parts that we. I think we're very close to having the best legal parts that we can possibly have. Any part that we build now, to get better, would have to be illegal. Gearbox, right? The best legal gearbox is 487,519. So that's 487,519. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's the best, so that's pretty much the best it can be. The front wing, I didn't use the all the components last time, so that's 464,501, but with a boost in the race. I didn't use it last time, so this might be worth doing. Just bear with me. 464,501. Yeah, so that's 464,501 without a boost in the race. So that would be a better front wing, wouldn't it? Yeah. So that's the next one to build then. So a front wing with a boost in the race, and that would be better. Right, off we go. Yeah, that works for me. So that will be ready whenever it's ready. Excellent. Sorry about that. Okay, so race weekend is here, Rio de Janeiro, and we're going for third or above. As usual, join me in qualifying. Okay, so here we are. Practice done and dusted, and yeah. We didn't really set the place on fire. We never intended to. So we got the car set up. That is the main thing. Bit of cloud apparently. No chance of rain, I don't think. At least that's what the weather forecast said. And it does look relatively dry. The temperatures are high, so nothing to worry about. So Sundin, performance boost on the ultra soft tyres, and of course. Oh no! Oh no, I tell you what's happened here. That bloody marriage thing has given -10 to mechanic relationship, and because of that she's lost the super overtake mode. I don't believe it. That's what marriage does to you, right? It's always a bloody curse. Oh, good God. I was right looking forward to her storming round again on super overtake mode, getting pole position or at least in the top 2 and showing what she's got. Just bloody hell. Damn you! Whoever you married, damn that person. Damn them to hell, says Potter. If it interferes with your racing, I should just kept my mouth shut. Right, ultra soft tyres for both drivers. Maybe we should get pole without the need for super overtake and prove us all wrong. Why are you still got his hair, Valdez? Sort it out. It's a damn... What bonuses? We don't have any bloody bonuses. Irrelevant, man. These are medium tyres. Do you see medium tyres selected in today's choices? It's ultra soft sauce, super sauce, for God's sake. Okay, right. Strategy? I think we'll stick to the similar strategies we did in Dubai, so we won't go out straight away, but we will get 2 stints in, but we'll kind of just wait for a lot of the cars to go by, wait for the bulk of them to go by, and then we'll kind of just filter out in a minute or so. I think a couple more drivers coming out. If there's a gap... Oh no, wait a minute, still more coming, still more coming, no, still more, look at them, they're filtering out here. People are now on their hot laps. It's fine, we'll filter in a minute, don't worry. We'll filter in very shortly. We'll filter in. We will get 2 laps in, I promise you guys. We'll filter in here. We'll filter in after the number 12 car, we'll filter in, go. Go, 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 on fire, go, 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 go. So there goes Sundin, filtering in, lovely, jobly. Valdez, you filter in now, thank you. Oh, bad timing. Valdez might be screwed, but Sundin should be okay, I think. She's got a bit of clean air. The car behind her is on a flying lap, possibly. But we'll be on a flying lap when he's on an in lap, so we should be alright. So let's see how Sundin prepares for the hot lap. Molly Fox, currently on pole. Well, that'll change as the temperatures of the tyres are a bit too cool. The brakes are slightly too hot, but we'll work with it. Let's go. Foot down, Sundin. Bad view. Right, Sundin's on a hot lap now. Let's have a look how she fares. First sector. Ooh, on the pace. Not bad. Let's have a look at a second sector time. Ooh, a 10th down. She's not doing too badly. Valdez is also a little bit faster than normal. Although second sector. Oh, she's passing cars that are in the way. Oh. So here she goes across the line in 7th, which is where she usually qualifies, roughly. And Valdez in 10th. It's an improvement. Right, we'll bring him in. Better speed it up a touch because I do have to rush off for football and I'm really on the edge here. I've got literally half an hour to finish qualifying and do the race. It's going to be touch and go. Okay, so I think pretty much we're going to have to go out straight away. I think what we'll do this time though is we'll send Valdez out first. God, everybody's just flying out now for their final stint. Right, Valdez. Off you go. Oh no, look at what the flipping hell. And Sundin. So Valdez is potentially going to have an obstacle in his way. Although it does appear to be a McNeil racing car, which are not exactly sluggish. So it might not be too bad. It is car number 5. It is Sabado ahead of him. He is on an outlap, so he will be on a flying lap when we're on a flying lap. So it shouldn't be too bad. Meanwhile, Sundin, she is behind Zhuang, who's on a hot lap, so he'll be on an in lap and we're on a hot lap. That could be bad. Better temperatures on the tyres, but overheated the brakes. Let's have a look at Valdez. Approaching the first sector. 2/10 slower. And it's not an improvement on his first effort. It's not a green sector. It's not a green sector for Sundin either. Come on. 5/10 down in the second sector. He's having a slower lap. He is on a slower lap. Oh, and the car's got in the way again. It'd be a miracle if he beats the time. He did beat it. He's up to 9th. Well done. That was a good last sector. What about Sundin? And she doesn't. She's 2/10 slower than her last lap. So she doesn't beat it. She's in 7th. Valdez is in 9th. So Sundin's qualifying usually roughly where she finishes, which is about 6th or 7th, and Valdez has improved. He's qualified only a 10th slower than Sundin, which makes a refreshing change. And he's a better racer, don't forget. He's got that racer trait, so he's going to be competitive, I got a feeling, in this race. So here's the grid. We'll look at it now while it's on the screen. Sabado qualifying in pole, only just by a squeak to Vidal in chariot, Molly Fox in 3rd, Navarro is up in 4th, high in confidence after his race win in the last race. Fiore is in 5th, Woodford in 6th, and then Sundin in 7th. She's not going to be worried about that. Leclerc in 8th, and Valdez getting into the top 10. He's making improvements. I wish there was a video game where I could play as a Spree's manager. Right, so we're here on race day. We, of course, did not qualify 3rd or above, so we're not going to get the maximum bonus, but we may still get 3rd or above in the race. But it's going to be a tall ask. We're going to have to really, really do well here, guys. Don't let me down. It's a simple strategy. It's a one-stopper. The tyres can easily do it, coming in round about lap 7. So what we'll do is we'll do a short fuel stint for Sundin, see if she can make her way. Bring her in on lap 5 or lap 6. Bring her in on lap 6. Shorter fuel stop. And then for Valdez, we shall bring him in on lap 7. Go a little bit longer on the fuel. And we're going to really attack to start with. Really attack on the first lap. Okay. Hopefully I have not made any boobs here. Right, here we go. The lights are on. And we're about to get racing here in Brazil. And they're off, and it's a slow start by Sundin. It's a slow start by Sundin, and unfortunately for Valdez, he was stuck right behind her, but she's now made her way back up. And, oh, no, she hasn't, because it's Valdez who swooped around. He's in 6th position, and he's still moving forward. He is on a mission now. He's got a point to prove. Remember, it was the second half of the season, last season, where he came alive. Is this the start of things to come? Who knows, but he's up into 6th place, as Sundin has dropped to 9th. He's got 2 McNeil racing cars ahead of him. He's got 1 chariot car, and it is Vidal It is Navarro in second, and Vidal actually is in first and looking comfortable. Already pulled out a 3-second gap as Valdez swoops around the inside into fourth position. He has got his foot firmly placed down, pedal to the metal. And has turned down the pushing on the tyres. The temperatures of this here today are quite warm. The tyres are going to heat very quickly. We're going to turn down to neutral, I think. Keep the engine mode turned up to max for now, as he's losing a bit of ground. It's Woodford who's now up into fourth position, but he's not giving up. Valdez is not giving up. He's saying, no, you don't come past. You shall not pass me today, son. Not a chance. He's still in fourth and doing well. Go Valdez. Sundin in seventh. She's obviously making forward motions, but not at a rate of knots that we need her to do it at. Right, crossing the line, Valdez 5.23. We're going to turn it down now to high. High and high, there we go. Engine at 68%. This is going to be a hard on the engine track, it looks like. We can't afford to push for too long. But we can certainly push for long enough, as Valdez is in fourth. He seems to be losing a little bit of ground on Sabado. Vidal has pulled a 4-second gap out, and he's setting purple sectors. He's on a flyer. He's pushing the tyres hard. Engine is on push. Maybe we should adopt a similar strategy. Or then again, he might suffer with tyre wear and high tyre temperatures in a short while, as Sundin has moved up into 6th position. Where is she? Here she is. She's past Fiore. She's up into 6th. Not looking too bad. She's beginning to get into her groove. Right, Valdez, he's in fourth. He's still got Woodford all over the back of him. And he's still not making indentations on Sabado. Right, here we go. Ooh, come on. Vidal is getting too far ahead for our liking here. This is not good for our Constructors' Championship. Here we go. I think we're just going to have to turn the engine down now to medium. Otherwise we're not going to have enough fuel to make our stints work. The cars ahead of us seem to be turning down their engines because we are catching them now. We are catching them. Here we go. Valdez right on the back of Sabado now, who is conserving tyres. That is why. Now is the time, Valdez, to push the tyres. To push past the car ahead of you. While they're conserving, we shall push. And Sundin is right. She's moved up a position. She's past Woodford, and it's now, look at that, and we have now passed Sabado. Get in there. This is looking good now. We've got a podium. 3rd place for Valdez. Can he make even more forward motions? Sundin. She is looking like she wants to pass Sabado now as well, as we're going to give her the push order for her in-lap. She's now on her in-lap. Right, we need to give her a new set of ultra soft tyres. We need to fuel her to the end of the race, and we need to ensure and keep our fingers crossed that there are no blunders with our pit crew. That's what we need to do. Valdez's tyre temps are through the roof, which is not really going to help him. But he's coming in on the lap after this, so it should be okay. Right, Sundin in 4th place. She's coming in early. The cars behind her now beginning to pick up their pace. Sabado is now pushing, as is Woodford, as is Fiore. Okay, so here she comes. She's coming around now. She's coming around to make her pit stop. It is Sundin. Anybody else pitting? No. Nobody else is pitting. Let's hope that everybody sails past her, because we don't want her to get held up here. No mistakes. No mistakes indeed. She's out, and she has got a little bit of clear air. These guys should be coming in shortly, so it's not too bad, as Valdez needs to pit now for his stop. He'll be looking to get ahead of Sundin here. He's battling with his teammate. Rear wing and engine are looking a little bit ropey. due to the constant pushing. But look how close he is to second place. He's all over the back of Navarro. He's making a move, in fact. He's making a move, but he can't make it stick. And Sundin is carving away through the traffic. This is going to slow her down. This is going to slow her down. We need those guys. We need some of these guys to come into the pits. We really do. And get out of her damn way. Right, here we go. Valdez's turn. The refueling goes okay. The tyre change goes okay. And Valdez is out into 10th position. And he is ahead of Sundin by some considerable margin. I think the traffic has not helped her. And he is in 10th. And he is now on the move. We cannot afford to let these cars get us past us and get in our way. We need to see how we're going to shake up here. How are we going to shake up when all the pits have been made? Sundin, there she is, look. She's got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. Right, we just need to take it down with Valdez a touch because the condition of the car isn't rosy. These guys aren't one-stop. These guys aren't non-stopping, are they? They're not going through the entire race without stopping, surely. That really would take the biscuit. Yeah, look at the condition of the car. Really struggling. Pretty much for both drivers. Sundin caught in traffic. This is really hampering her race. Those cars that are out in clear air are really going to have an advantage. Did we come in too early? Should we have gone for a long first stint and just had track position and not got caught in traffic? That is the question. Valdez has shaken up into clear air, so he's not been too bad for Valdez. As all the front runners are now in the pits, as Valdez swoops past them all. He's in 5th position with cars still to pit ahead of him. He's ahead of Vidal. Vidal was absolutely storming this race. He must have had to fix a part or two, because we have just absolutely... Look at him, he's dropping like a stone. He's in 18th position. Which means we should be okay here. Every car... Oh, Navarro doesn't have to pit again. Can Navarro get back-to-back race victories? No way. He is flying at the moment, is Navarro. Where has he come from? For the first half of the season, we didn't even know who he was. And now all of a sudden, he's a contender for back-to-back victories. Valdez is up into 2nd place. Can he catch Navarro? We can't really push with him because the car is looking a bit ropey, but he has enough fuel to do it, so we're going to risk it. We're going to risk it. Sundin is in 5th. She has come out in 5th position. Zarate possibly still has to pit, as does Zhuang, so she might still be in contention for 3rd place. But she has got M. Fox coming from behind. She is on the harder tyre as Fox, but she seems to be catching. This could be a 2-3 for Phoenix Knights, which would be absolutely great for the constructors, because our nearest rivals are nowhere to be seen. Fiore, where is she? 18th. Vidal, 19th. Chariot Motor Group have pulled a Ruiz Motorsport here, as Sundin gets past into 4th, into 3rd, and where's Valdez? Is he catching up to Navarro? No, he's not, which means we might as well conserve, because we need to conserve. If we're not going to catch him, which doesn't look like to me, we might as well ensure that we get round in one piece, because his car is pretty darn ropey. Sundin, on the other hand, has to fend off from Fox. But she's doing a damn good job at the moment, because Fox isn't catching. So just maintain your current settings and bring it in. Oh my god. Oh my god! Look at her rear wing. 13% engine at 19. Is she even going to make it round? She's on the final lap. She's going to have to nurse this car. Valdez's rear wing, 17%. We are in nurse mode. Literally. both cars. Valdez coming round to the final sector. It's been a damn good race for Valdez. He qualified higher than he usually does, and he's made it pay, because after a stunning first lap where he got past his own teammate, he's then never looked back. Some good overtaking manoeuvres, a consistent and solid pit strategy. He came out in clear air, and he's got second place. And Sundin crosses the line in third. Second and third, we'll take it. As I said, our nearest rivals, Chariot Motor Group, have scored no points. They've had an absolute nightmare of a race. So in the constructors, we're still looking good. And also we're still looking good in the drivers, because her nearest rivals have all finished below her. Although after 2 race victories in a row, Navarro could be on the move. Whew, right, so did anybody do a no-stopper? No, everybody stopped at least once, so there you go. Looks like the strategy to be on was to have a longer first stop and then a shorter second stop, because if you come in too early, aka Sundin style, you get caught up amongst the back markers, and that cost her some valuable seconds. Anyway, not to be overly concerned, because second and third, it's not a bad result. Fastest lap, Vidal, but he couldn't make it count. Obviously, pitting for parts, and the pit stop just went horribly wrong for both their cars. I mean, goodness gracious. Yeah. Still no race victories this season for Valdez, or is that, or has he got one? Have I made a mistake there? We'll check it out after we've looked at the tables. So Sundin 24 points ahead of Molly Fox. Fiore slipping down to third. Navarro with 20 points. Before his back-to-back race victories, this man did not score a single point. Something's awry here. Check their car for illegal parts, because something is going wrong. You can't just suddenly come alive at race 7 and start sweeping the field aside. Something is amiss. Valdez still in 6th, but moves up to 17 points. He's slowly but surely creeping up that table. But if he wants to win this championship, he's going to have to work even harder than he did last season. Somehow I don't think it's going to happen, but if he can get into the top 3, it'll be a damn good achievement. Constructors, Phoenix Knights, 28 points clear of Chariot. MRT are down there with 33. Esprit with 27. This is good stuff. I like what I see. Hard-fought win. Yeah, he did well. Very good indeed. Okay, so we'll just take a very quick look at if Valdez has run a race this season. He did win a race, didn't he? Didn't he win in Qatar? I'm sure he won a race. Well, what am I saying here? Right. Minus 10 fitness. She's got a dodgy neck. What the hell's happened to her? What has she done? What have you done? And a black eye? Bloody hellfire. Got in a domestic with your new partner? Your new... Good grief. Right, 818,000 lost. It all adds up. Okay, so... Ooh, look at this. We have race in Australia. Sydney is the next one. And look what weather we have. It's going to be rain. It's going to be rain, rain, rain. We like rain. Yes, we do. Let's have a look. Has Valdez won a race this season? I'm sure he has. No, he hasn't. He hasn't won a race this season. He's got 2 seconds and a third. Oh, dear. He's going to have to really work hard, isn't he? Sundin with 3 race victories. Sabado with 2. Navarro now with 2. Fiore with 1. And old Foxy hasn't won one yet. Which is unlucky, because she's a damn good driver. Right, there you go. So 12 million in the bank. some parts to build and whatever else we need to do. So join me next time to see if we can continue our good fortunes in the rain. See you soon.